German food or Chinese food?
Chinese food.
Stupid question.
I was like, what? Okay.
All right. Talking stuff with Ashley.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so happy to have you here. Would you mind to introduce yourself to everyone?
Hey guys, my name is Ash. I'm originally from Shanghai, but I've been living in Berlin for about 18 years. And right now I'm running a Chinese modern noodle eatery in Berlin called Chungking Noodles. On top of that, I've been traveling around the world, I mean mostly Europe, to do pop-ups, and it's a nomad chef project. It's called OFFMENU. Yeah. As I say, I'm originally from Shanghai, so I'm really happy to come back here every year to visit my family, and got to know Michael and Jiro, who owns this really amazing East meets West restaurant in Shanghai. It's a very special place, fun, good wine, good vibes. Highly recommend it for everyone. Come to Shanghai and visit Michael and Jiro.
Well noted, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you grew up in Shanghai first, right?
I was born and raised in Shanghai.
Born and raised in Shanghai, go through the high school, uni?
Yeah, a little bit uni.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
a little bit. What does it mean little bit?
Because I started and then I was like, I don't know, I do not like this. And I was like, fuck this shit, bye. You know, that was not a great things to my family, because, you know, coming from sort of traditional Chinese family, they were like, why did you quit university? You need your 证书 for everything. You need your certificate for everything. What are you gonna do without a university degree? But, you know, look at me, where I'm at right now. I'm happy.
Are your parents happy? Where you are now?
They are. They're a bit understanding now. They finally understood what I'm actually doing. They're like, wow, chef. Because I mean, chef is not like, chef now become cool in the past years, but before it was like, why you want to do this? They're happy now. Yeah. They're happy that I'm happy. Let me put it this way.
That's also, technically you also represent your own culture abroad, you know. I think that's very important to have the voice there, very important. And you are definitely the right person to promote. So I think that's very, very cool, and definitely something to be proud of.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself.
Awesome. You always wanted to leave China? You knew that you're going to leave China, and that's gonna be for that long, like 18 years right now you live abroad, or just by chance, or?
I like to plan stuff, but I don't plan that ahead of time. I think it was, for me, until today, it's still a bit of surprise for myself that I've been living in Berlin for so long. And I think I love Berlin, but to the point right now, I feel like I need a bit of fresh air. So that's why I've been traveling to Paris a lot to do most of my pop-up projects in Paris, because for me, Paris has so much diversity. And gastronomy-wise, personally think it's a lot more stronger than Berlin. I don't think Germany is famous for its food and famous for gastronomy culture, but Paris is a different story. You know, it's an international city that everybody loves to go for travel, for work, foods, for wine, for everything that is. For everything amazing that we love to enjoy it as well.
Paris is a place to enjoy life, that's for sure.
We see each other, Jiro and Michael, in Paris all the time. I was like, are you in Paris?
None of us technically don't live there, and we always see each other over there.
Paris, hi.
True that.
That's true. It's fun, always good time. We have amazing friends there in Paris. Right. Every time we're in Paris, we have a great time. Drink all the French wine that Michael loves, according to Jiro.
All the champagne that Ash loves. Champagne mommy right here.
Champagne bubbles. Life needs some fine bubbles, always. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Have you ever thought about opening a restaurant, or that you're going to be actually into gastronomy or F&B business?
I don't come from a gastronomy background. I didn't go to culinary school. You know, everything was self-taught. But I do believe that you don't have to go to culinary school to be a good cook. I think you have to understand the culture, the ingredients, understand the flavors. I'm not one of the recipe cooks, you know. I'm not a baker. I think for baker, you need to be precise with how much dough, how much water, what's the hydration. But for cook, it's more like the feeling based, I think.
Right.
You have to travel enough, eat enough to understand what makes each dish special. I never thought I would be a chef, but I think it's been a really fun adventure for myself to learn to become a chef, to learn how to work in a professional kitchen, and so far it's been going well. Yeah, it's definitely a learning process. Until today, I'm still learning. You know, there's so many different countries. There's amazing cuisine. Yeah. Every time I travel, I'm always fascinated by how delicious the things are coming from different country, from cities. So in a way, I also think we have like one world, and yeah, it's fun. It's like a fun adventure for food.
Like you mentioned, Germany probably is not the most famous for its gastronomy. Regardless, there's still some diversity. There's a lot of different people from different countries. I'm not sure how is the scene of the Chinese food in Berlin.
I mean, when I moved there, it wasn't that many Chinese restaurants, and a lot of Chinese restaurants are just serve like this Germanized or Americanized Chinese food. There's everywhere you go, there's like saucy fried chicken, this kind of dishes, you know. And I think right now Berlin has become very popular for noodle restaurants. I started my noodle restaurants almost 7 years ago. When I opened, we were like one of the 2 noodle restaurants in Berlin. But right now, I think, I'm not even joking, every block probably has one noodle.
Oh wow,
so
okay.
it has been developing a lot. I think Sichuan cuisine particularly has become very popular in Berlin because for the cliche Western people's mind, I think Sichuan represent Chinese food, but it's only one kind of Chinese food.
Okay.
Because of the bold flavor, and people more like spicy, the Sichuan peppercorn. And when non-Chinese people think about Chinese food, they usually just imagine everything is like, oh, I love Sichuanese food. I love the Sichuan peppercorn. But China is a very big country. Each region you go, the food can be very, very different from each other. So I think Berlin probably now is on the trendy Sichuan food and Sichuan noodles trend right now.
Did you start a trend?
I don't know.
Did you?
I don't want to say that, but I guess I did a little bit. I was one of the first. Let me put it this way: the humble Chinese way.
Oh yeah. No, I visited this spot as well a few years back. It's like super cool. It's very Berlin. Like you enter, you get your noodles. The menu is just like, it's straight up. It's just noodles.
It's just noodles.
And then we had like techno playing, you know, on the speakers. It's like, well, that's a really Berlin experience.
You come in, quick, spicy slurp, some good music, pump your energy. You can go out after or go home chill. Either way, you know.
You're originally Shanghainese. You opened a Sichuan style noodle shop, even though Shanghai and all this Jiangsu area has a plenty of noodle culture itself. You have all the Songyou Ban Mian, also Sanxia Mian. You have like all the Ben Ban Mian, right? It's like so many different variations. Why Chongqing noodles?
I love to eat Chongqing noodles myself, I have to say.
Say no more.
And for me, it's like a complexity of that noodle dish. You know, when you talk about Sichuan food, it's not just spicy. It's not just numbing. Those are 2 important elements for the noodle dishes, but that's not everything. It has to be the umami flavor, and it has to be the salty flavor from either the reduced soy sauce or the yacai, which is fermented mustard greens. And the spicy oil has to be fragrant. It's just not like straight up spicy, no flavor, because in some area they eat noodles with almost like a hulajiao, like burnt chili flavor.
Right.
Some chili oil can deliver that burn flavor, charred pepper flavor, but some chili oil couldn't. So we use 2 different kind of chili oil to have that little bit smoky, but not overly smoky. And the vinegar is very important as well in Sichuan and Chongqing. And people don't necessarily add vinegar in their noodles, but because those people grew up eating noodles, they know how much extra seasoning they should be putting in the noodles. But I think to open a noodle restaurant like this in Germany, because the audience are not necessarily familiar with this noodle dish, we just do the noodle seasoning based on how we like to eat it. Okay. So there's a vinegar in there, there's infused soy, there is a sweetness from the rock sugar, there's like a smokiness from different kind of chilies, and the numminess from the peppercorn. I just enjoy in one bowl you can have this like complexity. How do you say that? Complexity in there. Yeah. And I do love some Shanghainese noodles like Songyou Ban Mian. But for me, it's more like the fragrance of the soy from the chive oil, and also Shanghainese noodle texture is a very different texture.
It's definitely very different.
A lot of other noodles I found like the texture. We use a lot more thinner noodles. Some people really like it. I've got some friends, they were like, your noodle is weird texture. It's like, it's not soft, but also a little bit hard to bite. So like, what's going on here? We're confused.
What is it?
What is it? I'm like, well, try it. You have to try everything with an open heart. You don't have to like it, but you have to try it, you know.
True that.
It's very important for me. Try it before you decide you don't like it.
Onto the pop-up. We just did together pop-up a few days ago.
That was awesome. That was so much fun.
First time for you. You were saying first time cooking in Shanghai, on your own
which
motherland.
Which was really funny because I realized when we were cooking together, I was like, my way of working is very like European, if I can say that. Like when I give you the list to order, I would be very specific, like this, and you're like, oh, but we were cooking in Shanghai. We don't have this like skinless, boneless chicken thigh. And that's probably from some other countries coming frozen. And I was like, oh, so it was so much fun. And she butchered the whole bird just for the legs for that dish. And we used the rest of it. You used the rest of it.
I'm gonna be braising it today. I mean, I do the stuffed chicken wings with the sauce from your chicken. It's gonna be banger.
Oh, okay, amazing. So it's just like, it's very interesting to cook. You think like, oh, I'm Shanghainese, I got this, but I haven't worked so long in Shanghai. Like of basically all the culinary experience I had was from Europe, you know. So a lot of things, I have this like very European mindset of like this is. You come in was like, no, but in Shanghai we do this. I found this very interesting because doesn't matter, you know, it doesn't mean you know everything when you're from here, you know. I've been away for so long. You guys are more Shanghainese than I am because you've been living here for almost 15 years, so you know a lot more better than how to run a restaurant, like how things work here gastronomy wise, you know. So that was a learning experience for me as well, but thank you for having me again. I had so much fun in the kitchen. It was so fun to cook something together, so Chinese and so not Chinese at the same time. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like, it was perfect. I think combination was to some degree as well, kind of like the bastardized in a way, Chinese food. Like I saw, like there's like lots of inspirations that you got. It's not only like some obviously from Shanghai, from China, but there's also inspirations, I guess, from your travels and when you use time you spend in Germany and France as well.
Yeah.
And you tell us something about some of the dishes.
Yeah, it's fun. We should do it again next year maybe.
Yeah, next Chinese New Year.
Yeah, or maybe you guys come over and we cook together in Paris.
Yeah, that would be awesome too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's find a place to do that together. All-star Team China.
Yeah. Good. I mean, so some of the menu, like I said, like still a lot of dishes that you did was inspired by Sichuan as well.
Yeah.
Tell us about the white pepper chicken. I'm really curious.
I'm obsessed with white pepper. I think it's the Chinese or any Asian, good Asian should love their white pepper. I just love pepper. It tastes so different. It tastes so umami, a bit of smoky. In a way, one of your chefs in the kitchen, he was like, it also tastes like a bit curry. That's the fun part with white pepper. White pepper gives this like hidden umami and more savoriness to the dishes. And also the inspiration is from one of my favorite French restaurants in Paris called Paubert.
Paubert for life.
They are so good at their steak au pois, black pepper steak sauce.
It's surreal.
So good. That sauce was everything. Sometimes I even tell them, I was like, if you give me some rice, I can mix it up with some rice. This goes with rice, fries, bread, possibly rice noodles as well. I don't know. Maybe I will try.
Next one.
Like, do you have rice noodles? It's like, you know, like this is a real funny thing. Like when you serve something saucy in Europe, they always say, do you have some bread? When I open Chungking noodles, we have these options on the menu: extra noodles or extra cabbage. Because when you finish noodle, usually there's a bit of left sauce.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of Germans like, do you have bread? And we were like, it's a Chinese noodle restaurant. There's the menu extras, order extra noodles or extra cabbage. But they look at me and they were like, but it's such a restaurant standard in Germany. You have to offer bread. I'm like, yeah, but this is a Chinese restaurant. Imagine I, as a Chinese person, goes to an Austrian restaurant, German restaurant, order a beef goulash, which is a German Austrian beef stew. And I'm like, I don't want to eat it with potato. Do you have some rice?
Yeah.
And they would be like, sorry, this is a German restaurant. We don't have rice. Imagine if I say, but it's such a restaurant standard, you know, like I'm from different background. I need my freaking rice. And I often wonder how would they take it. Rice for life. Asians.
Rice is life.
Okay, that's another. So the white pepper. So that chicken dish we did at the pop-up, it's a combination of that steak sauce, but I used the white pepper instead of black pepper. And the other base of the chicken sauce is from another Chinese dish. It's called huangmenji, like bean paste chicken.
Yeah.
You know, the mix and match, east meets west kind of vibe, and the white pepper is just pantry staple. Everybody should have white pepper.
Agreed. It's funny enough that you mentioned also this the bread situation. Literally, one of the first orders that we served here was the ask for bread. You know, like
It was so funny. It was the first table. They ordered the burrata with the Sichuan strange flavor sauce. And then there was like, there's a table asking for bread. I was like, where are they from? And that was my friend's table with her French boyfriend. It was so funny. I was like, okay, it's a French in the house, you know. But it was fun. But we did serve them some rice.
we did serve them rice.
Yeah.
Because we are a Chinese restaurant, so we had rice.
It's
right?
a restaurant standard. Eat your rice, you know.
Like, no, also, what's next? I mean, you've been in Berlin 18 years, and you're more and more often in Paris. When is the Chungking Noodles opening in Paris, huh?
I don't think Chungking Noodle will open one in Paris. I think I'm at the stage I want to do something different.
Okay.
I think noodle is a great thing to start with. But there are so many things that I would like to do regarding with Chinese food. I mean, China as a country has a lot of amazing food. You know, noodle is just one category. I think I would love to do something more like my past 18 years life is basically East meets West kind of story, right? Because I haven't been living in China for so long. And of course, my daily hobbies change, everything, my lifestyle has changed a lot. But I'm still Chinese. So I think I would love to do something very East meets West, but in a very different way. Because for you, like you're doing the same thing here, but it coming from a Caucasian person doing the Chinese food. But I would be like coming from a Chinese person taking inspiration from the world cuisine that I've been learning. So yeah, I don't know what exactly, I haven't figured out yet, but I do enjoy doing pop-ups in Paris to feed different kind of audience, you know, and yeah, everything is possible. I don't have a specific answer yet.
Amazing.
Anything specific in Paris that really, one of the first times you went there, that really distinguished it from like Berlin, in a good way and bad ways?
I think Parisians love to eat outside. That's very different than Berlin people. I think Berliners, they enjoy going out, but I think most of them probably cook a lot at home. But Parisians, because the apartment's so small, and also like being outside, have a drink, have a bite, have a meal with your friends is such a social thing. Parisians are definitely more social energy. Like we finish work, let's go have a drink, have a bite. And people love staying outside, stand on the street, have a drink on the street. It's just a different vibe.
The energy of the city is just
even if
amazing,
like cold winter -2, you see people sitting outside drinking and eating. They don't care. If it's not raining, we're outside. But Berlin is like, oh my god, so cold. I don't want to go out. Should we just cook something at home? It's just like it's a different gastronomy energy. Let me put it this way. That's the biggest difference I've noticed from Paris and Berlin.
All right.
Shanghai, I don't know.
Shanghai people, I mean, like people in China, I feel like in general, like people like to go out and because it's there's so many different restaurants. There's so many affordable restaurants that you can allow yourself to eat out every day as well.
Yeah.
Kitchens obviously are probably bigger a little bit, and you can definitely also cook a meal at home. And lots of people, lots of like elders, I think, especially do.
Yeah.
Lots of young people just goes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
German food or Chinese food?
Chinese food.
Stupid question.
I was like, what?
Okay, noodle or rice?
Oh, rice noodle. I love rice noodles. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had
It
your
was
the
rice
noodles.
noodles.
That was delicious.
Yeah.
Shanghainese or Sichuan food?
Do you know what? If I really have to choose one Chinese food to eat for the rest of my life, it's gonna be Cantonese.
Cantonese.
Yeah.
Boom.
I mean, yeah, Cantonese food. It's so good.
Stop.
So like
Yeah.
you taste the ingredients. I mean Shanghainese it's good, but you don't I think some dishes are super simple. Like we have a lot of like baiqie.
Right.
For example, baiqie ji is like good Shanghainese chicken cooked to perfection with this like bleeding bones. It scares a lot of people who are
Yep.
not familiar with that, but I love it. With a bit of like ginger, scallion, and soy sauce. And usually you can eat it with chicken broth porridge or chicken broth noodles. It's so good.
So soothing. Yeah.
I can eat that for the rest of my life. But that refers more Cantonese thing. You taste the ingredients, more. But Sichuan, it's a different kind of satisfaction. It's more like you're sweating, it's a vibe, people outside, the weather is super different. You need that chili. The weather is so humid in Sichuan and Chungking. You need that chili. You need that numb to get your sweat out. It's like detox process, basically. That's why a lot of Sichuanese has beautiful skin. We're like, why are your skin so smooth? We're like, thanks to the chili. But yeah, Cantonese food. If I have to choose one food to eat for the rest of my life.
That would be Cantonese.
It would be
All right.
Cantonese.
Sweet.
For sure.
Berlin or Paris?
Ooh. London? No, joking. No. I think I enjoy being based in Berlin and I'm able to travel to Paris when I want.
All right.
I enjoy that flexibility right now. So, yeah.
All right. Schnitzel or fried pork chop? Jiaju pai.
Jiaju pie because I like the Worcester sauce. That cranberry, not cranberry, Reisbeeren. What's it in English? No, it's not cranberry. It's like red currant sauce.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Yeah,
red
yeah,
currant
yeah. Yeah, there's the red
Yeah,
currant
I'm
or
not a
cranberry.
big
Like,
fan.
yeah,
I'm
there's
not
like
a big
those.
fan eating my pork with a jam.
How about those 4 really dry things?
It's for really.
Okay, continental breakfast or Shanghainese breakfast?
Shanghainese breakfast.
Damn. Like, I need a.
What's the
I
continental?
need I need a bottle of water with this
What's the
breakfast.
continental breakfast? What's continental breakfast?
Well, like like your scrambled eggs and bacon, hash
Shanghainese
brown,
breakfast.
and like
Yeah.
salad, tomato and
Oh
stuff.
no.
Okay, Shanghainese. And do you like your soy milk and tofu pudding scorched smoky?
Yeah, I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the burn bits from.
Yeah, like when someone forgot to stir the milk and just burnt.
I love. I intentionally not like. I was like, I like their burnt
so-
flavor.
It's intentional. Like not that someone fell asleep
Everyone's
making
like,
soy milk.
Do you want to put a shot of whiskey in there? I'm like, why not? We can probably make soy milk whiskey punch or something. Like everything related to booze. I'm like, yeah, we love some booze.
What, Jianbing or galette?
You know what? I love a good galette. Buckwheat galette, ham and cheese.
Ham and
egg.
cheese, classic. Wow.
Oh, so good.
Right?
So good.
A glass of cider.
Yeah, I know, it's so good. It just so good. Shit. Okay. Now we're like 2 hours going on. Like, what is more?
Yeah, I don't know where we're going.
No, I think we're good.
We're good.
Well, thank you very much
Thank you for having
for a chat.
me.
Thank
you.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Guys. Let's get a galette.